Now it is time to talk about the absolute quality, absolute price Atomy product. This is Atomy Masstige time. We have two products prepared today. One is Smart Memory Up, second one is Quantum Energy Stick. First of all, let's talk about Smart Memory Up first. So this product will be good for those who's looking for the food for brain or memory improvement. And let's invite Anna to the stage. Reach to the stage. Hello, I'm Vice President of Atomy Yoon Young-suk. Today I'd like to talk about brain. Since I used to be a doctor and I used to treat the dementia patient in the hospital before, I get this opportunity to talk about this good information with you.
As you get older, do you think your brain function will be weakened? The answer is no. As you get older, it doesn't mean that your brain function will be weakened as well. So there was a study from 1956. There has been this study. So it's for about 67 years. So there were 6,000 people, and as they were living for 67 years, and every 7 years, there was the assessment of the brain function for these people, and the result was interesting. The timing when the brain gets old. So in medical manner, from the age of 25, the brain gets old. So most of the people here are more than 25 years old, right? So we are all aging together. So let's work together. So let's be humble. We are all aging together. We are getting older together. I want you to serve and love each other. So from the age of 25, two things get weakened sharply. First is computational ability, and the second thing is the response speed. And so it is peaks at the age of 25 and it declines after that. And vocabulary and inference and other space orientation and so on, it peaks at the age of 50. So it doesn't mean that your brain function weakens as you get older. So the general function of the brain is improved as you get old. So the best brain function that you have in your 20s is about speed, how fast you can respond, how fast you can comprehend, and also computational ability. So in your 20s, the brain function is not really good, but it has good computing power. So if we compare this to computer, it has like i7 core. So its computing power of the brain is good when you are in 20s. But no matter how good your brain is, if you're not using your brain, it's of no use. So in your 20s, the computing power of your brain is really good. And to make improvements, you need to keep using your brain. And what about the brain in your 50s? Insight and inference and vocabulary and taking other people's points, these are the strengths of the brains in their 50s. So compared to brains in their 20s, in terms of skills, the brain function in people's 50s are much better. So to have this kind of brain in your 50s, what you need to do. So in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, you need to keep using the brain, make the best use of it. So as you are using your brain, the members at Atomy compared to other professions, do you think Atomy members are more prone to dementia or not? I think we are quite better than other people in other professions. And because you tend to get more information as you meet other people. So compared to men, women are less vulnerable to dementia. Why? Because women have relationship with their kids, and when they go to work, they keep building relationships with other people. So those working mothers are less vulnerable to dementia compared to housewives. And so people in Atomy, members in Atomy, we miss so many other people, so we are much less likely to get dementia than other people. People in their 60s, brain function in their 60s. I look at the study for 16 years, and in 1994, the brain function was assessed, and we checked it with the result from 1978, and even the same people in their 70s, people in 1978, the brain function was much better, and the people in 1994, the brain function was same as the brain function of people in their 50s. This meant that they were using the brain. So how can we enhance the brain function? So there are some plants that can improve the brain function. Actually, it's like growing a plant. So when we are growing a plant, what do we need to do? We need to water them. So watering the plant is like doing the exercise. And second thing the plants need is fertilizer. They need nutrients. So we also need nutrients. And what do we need to do to grow a plant? We need to remove the weeds and chop the weeds. So removing the weeds is like managing our stress. And chopping the weeds is like to have faith and reading the books to get rid of our worries and concerns. Then we can maintain good brain function. And pest control. It's like quitting drinking, quitting smoking, and it will be much helpful to our brain function. And for plants, we need to fix up a support, and that's like sleeping for our brain. So among these 6 factors, what can we do? There are 3 things we can do most: exercise, getting nutrition, and sleep. So I will elaborate further. First, exercise. So walking and running fast. I compared this. So who are walking slowly, the cognition is improved, and who are running fast, their emotions are getting activated. So if you walk slowly and run fast, both of these exercises can activate our brain. If you look at the picture, people who have walked for about 20 minutes, their brain is activated. But people who are just sitting quietly, the brain is not activated. And the picture at the top, so it's the brain of the person who was walking and running, and the part in charge of memory is activated, the frontal lobe, and the other brain here. You can see that the brain function is weakened if the person is not exercising. So exercise is really important. So we have Slim Body Challenge in Atomy to boost the brain function of all the members of Atomy. And let's move on to nutrition part. And what you eat affects the brain function. So you must have been told that you need to eat a lot of nuts, blueberries, and whole grains. And among the foods, there are 3 things that are really good for brain function. One is polyphenol, and second is omega. So these have a very good impact on our brain function. Let's look at polyphenol. So it's really a great nutrient for our brain. So there are 2 things we need to train our brain. So we need to have inflammation in the brain nerves. So when we get old, we have the arthritis, and likewise we have inflammation in the brain, and we have toxins in the brain. And when these two are combined, we will see our brain getting old, and there will be abnormality in our nerves, and then it will lead to decline in our cognition, dementia, and Parkinson's disease. And in inflammation and toxicity and in decline of the nerve function, this polyphenol can prevent all of this. So this is really a great substance given by the Creator God. So there's memophenol. It's from blueberries and grapes. And there is hippocampus in our brain. It connects the nerve cells in our brain, and when our brain gets damaged, it helps the cells get regenerated very fast. And there are results from 7 studies on memophenol. And for students, the learning ability is enhanced by 50%, and for adults, the memory and activation of the brain is improved by 60%, and for older people, their long-term memory is boosted for like 10 years. So memophenol is really a great substance. And you must have heard about omega-3 a lot, right? And vitamin B and C and D. So why is omega-3 good for brain? It's simple. So 60% of the brain is made of fat. So when you take omega-3, it stabilizes the nerve in your brain. So it helps activation of your brain and preserving the brain. So according to the results of the studies, when the students took omega-3, the comprehension and memorization, the learning ability improved. And when the elderly took omega-3, the volume of the brain decline could be prevented, thereby preventing dementia. What about vitamin B and C? So it helps omega-3 to activate the brain more. So omega-3 is really great for our brain. It prevents the decline of the brain function. So maybe it's a coincidence that we have omega-3 and vitamin in Atomy, and we also have polyphenol and memophenol. We all have these health supplements. Polyphenol, vitamin C, omega-3, we also have vitamin B. So we are really a great company. And last point I'd like to make is the importance of sleep. There might be many people who find it difficult to sleep, and sleep is really important. How to have a good sleep? There are many ways to do this. So there are some foods that help you falling into sleep. First is lactium, and the second one is melatonin. So in the US, you can find melatonin in Costco. But what about in Korea? You need to be prescribed by the doctor. So in Korea, the best substance to help you with sleep is lactium for now. When I visited Taiwan, melatonin was not found in the market. So why is sleep important? If you look at the graph, that's the sleep pattern of a young adult, and the lower one is an older adult. What's the difference? So doctors who study sleep, they say that the first 3 hours are the most critical. So in the first 3 hours of sleep, the sleep levels should go down to 4 levels to maintain the quality of sleep. So level 3 and level 4 is deep sleep. So usually after falling into sleep, in 30 minutes and 40 minutes, they go into level 3 or 4. Then they will not wake up even if some other people touch them. And then the growth hormone will be secreted in our body, and the growth hormone will go through all over our body and remove the waste in our body. and we need to go into this level 3 and 4. Then the cerebrospinal fluid will flow in our body and removes all the waste in our body, in our brain. In that way, we can maintain the health of brain and remove the waste and prevent dementia. So this shows why sleep is so important. So if you look at the picture, the blue one is the brain of a person who has some sleep issues, and the red part is the brain of a person who is in the level 3 and 4 of sleep. So this red picture shows that the cerebrospinal fluid is flowing so well in the brain, and this is called glimpse system, and the cerebrospinal fluid is flowing so well, and if we go into level 3 and 4 of the sleep, the waste in our body is removed. So what's the role of lactium? So if you look at the picture, can you see the picture of benzodiazepine? And that's the major ingredient of the sleeping pill. And lactium is adhering to next to the benzodiazepine. And so this is used for sleeping pill and sedative, and lactium can help you fall into sleep easily. So it reduces the time that you need to have before falling into sleep, and it lowers the time of waking up during the nighttime. And if you take lactium and have sound sleep, you can have better brain health. This is the result from medical studies. So we have lactium in Atomy. So we have everything, all the health supplements from A to Z. Atomy has everything. So enjoy healthy life with Atomy. Thank you very much.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.